Hello guys, welcome to another video. Welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showing out my game and everything I did with this game in order to make it what it is. So the title of this game is called How Well Do You Know Your Math? It's basically a math game based on different stuff we learned in semester 2 of Algebra 2 Honors. It's compilation of chapter 6, chapter 7, chapter 8, chapter 9, chapter 10, chapter 13, chapter 14. As you can see on the sides here, if you want to read it, you can pause the video. It talks about the rules. There are 10 questions in the whole quiz game. You can move through each levels until you complete the whole quiz. You can use a separate sheet of paper, and you can also use a calculator to accomplish this. Basically, all of these are buttons. When they're highlighted, this options button just makes a slider and it has the volume. There is really no volume, but it's just, added some aesthetics. There's a quit button here, and seeing the button that says quit, it just functions like that because I coded it like that. You start again with the play button, you get your first question, it asks you the chapter it's from, and it tells you what to do. So for this one, is solve for 3 times the square root of x plus 3 equals 15. And then there are some hints here if you want to read it. Also subtract 3 from both sides and then divide by 3 on both sides. Basically, if you're learning this in Algebra 2 Honors, you may know how to do this. Otherwise, if you don't know how to do it, you can ask help from others who are in that class. So I'm going to go ahead and click the correct answer, which is 16. That jumps to the next question. Here we go. Next question. So chapter 6 also. So for a couple of the chapters, I made it 2 questions per. But then when it reached chapter 10, 13, 14, I only made it 1 because most of them have to do with graphs and it's hard to put a graph into Unity. So now there's this, same format as everything else in the whole quiz. There's also hints, questions, and the answers. Now I will show you what it does if you get the wrong answer. The correct answer is up 2, but if I put left 2, it brings you back to the beginning of the whole game. So basically, if you're in level 9, there are 10 levels in this game. So when you're level 9, you have to restart over again if you get the wrong answer. So yeah, basically win or lose situation, it's up to you. So we know this one's 16. I'm just going to speed run it in a way a little bit, sort of. So this will be up 2. It's loading. So next one, this is chapter 7 now. Solve for 2 log x equals -1. So yeah, it's basically the exact same thing for all these levels. Basically copy and paste, just change the question, the hint, the answers, and the weights program. So I believe this answer is D. So yeah, basically it's this all over again. It's the same exact thing over and over again. I believe this one is 67.14. I'm just showing you not exactly a cheat code to it, but just how my game works in a way. This game is programmed by a button type of script, and I programmed sort of different type of scripts called, one of them is called level 6 scene change, another one is level 6 back to menu or start. Basically, I programmed them either if it was doing from scene change, I built it into my build settings of my game, so it would go and flow from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way to 10. So that's how it would go during the code. It would use a build index +1, so it would go from, let's say, 0 + 1, so jump to level 1. Same thing if it was doing back to start. Instead of going up 1, it would go minus the amount of levels it is to get to 0, because 0 is the actual game menu. So here, I believe this one, I'm not sure about this one actually. I think it's this one. I might get some wrong, it's fine. So yeah, basically this is how my game really goes. It's basically the exact same thing over and over again. Not too much, nothing is really different. I believe this one is this one. So yeah, and there really is no lose screen to this game. It's basically, if you get it wrong, you jump all the way to the back. If you get it right, move to the next one. So basically this is my game, mostly the part of it. So this next one, this one is arithmetic. So yeah, this is basically my game for Unity. How well do you know your math? Usually for Algebra 2 Honors, if you know how to do it. See how here I kind of messed up on the highlight of it. So yeah, it's a little off, but I'll try to fix that. The radius will be 6. I'm just going to show you the ending of the game after I go through this. I believe I have 2 more after this, and then that'll wrap up the whole video. Yeah, I messed up sort of the highlight. I'm gonna fix it. And so this is basically the end. Just says congratulations, you're smart. And it's basically the end of my game. Really, there's nothing else to it. It's just a bunch of different like canvases here, like you see with let's say level 1 here. See level 1, you have the canvas, the event system. Event system like helps the event so it goes in order. Level 1 scene change, which the coding has in there right there for the level 1 scene change script. Then you have the level 1 back to start script right here. So that basically is what it is. Scene change goes from 1 plus 1 plus 1, so it goes from one next to the other up right next. And back to start just means it minuses how many levels there are. So if you're on level 1, you just go -1, so jump to 0 again. Because if we go to our build settings here, up here, it tells us all of our scenes built in. So you see it goes from 0 up here all the way down to 11. So if we're on level 8 and you want to go back to level 0, you just do -8 in the code build index -8. So do -8 and go all the way back to 0. I just press build, and then basically that's pretty much it. That's for that. For the scenes, the way it worked, you have a background in the back all the way here. You have the main menu, as we had here. Game's a bit laggy, but yeah, basically the main menu, it's just, so you enter the main menu, you have this question, which helps for the question up here, to write the text, what it does basically, changing the font, everything of it. You have the answer box, and each between these answer boxes, there is under a text sprite to it. And that text sprite is a child of that parent answer box 1. And basically that text just says basically what's supposed to say, and the answer box is the actual one that generates the coding. So if it's the right answer, it'll go up 1, and if it's wrong, it'll go back. So in here there would be 3 wrong answers and just 1 right answer. That's pretty much it. It's the exact same for all the other levels in the whole game. It's programmed the same way. You always do the exact same script, just repeated over and over again because I couldn't figure out how to make it like simpler. But I just did it a longer way because it was finer for me. That's pretty much it. As much to it to my game. It's free for anyone who wants to play. If it's hard for you, just ask for my help. It's pretty much all the game. It's called How Well Do You Know Your Math by Jana Montesa. And thank you guys for watching.